A lot of people talk about saving the world and our environment, but McKenzy Haber is actually doing it. I'm here with him now via Skype from Homer, Alaska. Hi, McKenzy.
Hi.
So to start off, tell us how you began your love for the wild.
Well, I started off when I was little. I've been fishing and hiking in the wilderness, and I've been across the bay and just looking at creatures, and I just really love the wild and all the creatures in the wild, and I just want to make sure that they stay alive for as long as possible.
Wow, that's great.
I just see people trying to destroy the natural places, and I just want to conserve them as well as I can.
Yeah, exactly. Have them for the next generations.
Yeah.
I saw your speech from the Wild 9. Tell us about that.
Well, I was invited by the president of the board, Vance Martin, from the Wild Foundation, to give a plenary speech on what I cared about with Alaska's environment. And so I wrote the speech, Dear Developed Earth, about what really matters to me. And I presented it in Mérida, Mexico, to 1,800 people.
Wow, did you get a little nervous?
Well, yeah, when I first walked up there just so many faces staring at you. But once you start to get in the rhythm of the speech, it just kind of flows out.
All right, so, I noticed you've received many awards, like tons. And also the Jefferson Award, which is a really big deal. Do you particularly have a favorite award?
Well, I had the most fun when I went to Washington, D.C. to accept the Best Buy Ashoka Technology for a Better World Award, which was also involved with winning the Jefferson Award.
I was really impressed when I saw you, won the Jefferson Award. That's like the Nobel Peace Prize for environmental, volunteering.
Yeah, it was a really big deal. I got to meet a lot of awesome people, and some of them might even come up to Homer, Alaska for our TEDx event.
So, can you tell us a little bit about what TEDx events really are?
Well, TED is Technology, Entertainment, and Design. They have an annual conference where they just have the world's greatest minds having videos about what solutions they can provide to world problems. And a TEDx event is an individually organized event specifically to the problems and different things going on in your own community.
So, what do you think's next for you?
Well, right now I'm working on obviously the 2011 TEDx Homer Youth event, and I'm also working on an app which will take a long process of learning how to make a TEDx event, which involves reading a 36-page handbook that took me 10 hours to read. I want to put that all into an interactive app, which also lets you connect with other people making a TEDx event, so it's easier for people to learn how.
Wow, that's such a good idea.
I'm getting it designed hopefully at a hackathon in October at the ASU campus, they would code the app for me, and then I'd be able to share it to the people.
Yeah, that'd definitely make it a whole lot easier for other people to have TEDx events.
Have you ever attended a TEDx event?
I haven't, but I hope to in the future. I've heard and seen that it's really cool, so I really hope to.
If you go to TED.com, you can type in your city and it'll show you the TEDx events locally.
Yeah, I have seen that, and hopefully in the future I've actually even thought about, starting my own, so.
Yeah, so that's what I'm really trying to get accomplished. It's teaching other teens how they can get their own started. And I've given workshops and stuff on that, but this app will really help other teens do what I've done.
Oh, wow, that's great. I heard that you did your TEDx, and, you've also been a TEDx speaker at a teen event, and now you're starting your own. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, last year I started one of the first TEDx youth event, actually made by youth for youth instead of adults just telling youth how to do it. It was called TEDx Homer Teens. This year it's TEDx Youth at Homer, and it's a 8.5-hour TEDx event in Homer, Alaska. And if you want to live stream it, you can go to TEDxhomer.org and watch it live every year.
Wow, and The one that you're starting this year, it's Heart Matters. What made you choose that?
Well, we just know that art is involved with like caring deeply about what you care from your heart. So we decided that Heart Matters would be a little play on words with Homer and art and just what matters to you.
Okay, so tell us about the speakers that you have for the TEDx event.
Well, one of the speakers that we have Johnny Cohen coming up from Chicago. We have Simon Jackson, who the movie The Spirit Bear was all about. We also have Alex Knudsen, who in Homer, Alaska, bought a truck, is giving tours. It's one of his ventures that he started to show people around in town.
So, what would you say to teens that don't believe that they can make a big impact in the world?
Well, just that there's so many kids out there that are making an impact. They just have to get there, make an idea, and people will listen, because we are the future and we're the present, and we're gonna have to take care of the earth after this last generation isn't on the earth anymore.
All right, so let us know what projects you're working on in the future, and thank you so much for taking the time to tell us your story.
Yeah, no problem. It was great.
All right.
Would you like to see what Alaska looks like?
Sure. Yeah.
Let me go upstairs and I'll show you a better view. Can you see the ocean and the mountains?
Wow, that's beautiful. That's such a pretty view.
Can you see like the glaciers and the ocean and everything?
Is it as cold as everyone says it is?
It's like 60 degrees out here right now.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's cold in the wintertime.
McKenzy's love for everything wild is really an inspiration. Remember, links will be below for his TEDx live stream September 10th. And if you want to host your own TEDx event with the help of McKenzy's app, I will be posting the information as soon as it's available.
You gotta go, team, go!